Have you ever played a game that looks super cozy but surprises you with a bit of a challenge? That's exactly how I felt diving into Grimoire Groves, a roguelite dungeon crawler where you plant magical creatures instead of fighting enemies, and you're in a forest as opposed to a dungeon. Sounds cozy, right? But does it truly deliver that relaxing experience, or does the roguelite element make it more intense than expected? Well, let's find out. Today, I'm diving into the brand new demo for Grimoire Groves. This game blends spellcasting, gardening, and adventure in a vibrant, whimsical world. I'll be sharing my first impressions, including gameplay mechanics, difficulty, art style, and my honest thoughts after playing the demo. And if you love cozy game reviews, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming games this year. Now, let's jump into Grimoire Groves. So before we get into the details, I want to touch on something I hadn't heard of before playing this game. What exactly is a rogue-lite game? If you're wondering the same thing, a roguelite is a type of game that uses procedurally generated levels and other elements inspired by the classic dungeon crawler game called Rogue. This means each time you enter a portal to the forest in this game, the environment and plants you'll encounter shift slightly, making every run a little different. While this does keep things fresh, it can also feel repetitive since you need to do the same task multiple times to complete quests. I had to repeatedly go through the Earth Forest to restore the tavern, which did start feeling a little grindy. If you're not a fan of this gameplay loop, then this might not be the game for you. So the game starts us off in a garden where we meet Lavender, our guide through the tutorial. The tutorial itself is pretty straightforward, but fair warning, don't skip through it too quickly like I did. I accidentally missed an important step and lost the beanie seed. It just disappeared, which left me confused for several minutes. I ended up restarting the game to properly follow the instructions and was able to get through that with no issues. After the tutorial, you're free to explore and start your journey through the Earth Forest portal. There are 4 different portals total for Earth, Fire, Water, and Air. In the demo, we only get access to the Earth Forest, but each portal seems like it will introduce different magical plants or challenges. Unlike traditional combat-based roguelites, Grimoire Groves has you managing magical plants instead of fighting enemies. Each plant has its own behavior and must be settled before you can collect its resources and seeds. Here are the 4 plants I encountered in the demo. Beanies are these little guys who jump onto you and you have to dash to drop them off before they sap all your energy. Double beanies are pretty much just like the regular beanies, but double the trouble, and of course they will also jump onto you as well and deplete your energy. Castaroks launch at you quickly with their spikes and are definitely one of the more quick and aggressive plants to watch out for. And Mudcorn definitely throws some mud at you and, as you guessed, will drain your energy as well. Each plant does belong to an element, either earth, fire, water, or air, and you will have to make sure to toggle this setting to make sure you are targeting the correct type of plant for the spell that you're using. You can also unlock other spells and equip those spells that you unlock at the Wi-Fi tree by contributing resources that you find in the forest. Also, another important note about the plants is that each plant does have a tethering mechanic, meaning if you get too far away from them, you'll lose energy as well. If your energy depletes completely, you'll lose most of the items that you've collected in the forest. This did make managing the plants a little more stressful than I expected from a typical cozy game. Once you're back in the garden, after collecting resources in the forest, and you've used several of your resources to unlock spells, make sure to take a look around and add those resources to any other thing that you can unlock, because once you head back through the portal, you'll be turning those resources into compost and you will lose them. So this compost will help you out with crafting, however, you will lose all that progress you could have made towards unlocking those other spells and resources. Throughout the demo, I did meet several charming characters, and there's a friendship mechanic that lets you build relationships by giving gifts and completing tasks. I love this aspect because it definitely adds an extra layer of coziness to the game, and it reminds me of all the other cozy games where we get the relationship building. So if they would have left that out, it definitely would have felt like something was missing. So you'll be happy to know that you can build those relationships. I'm definitely looking forward to see how deep the relationships go in the game and what exactly you'll have to do to get all the way to a full relationship. If you're enjoying this first look at Grimoire Groves, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more cozy gaming content. Now let's talk about crafting and difficulty settings. The game does feature some crafting, and there's not much given to us right up front that we can craft, but two of the items are water bottles, which restore lost energy, and fire mountain cake, which can summon a fairy to feed fire plants. I can definitely see crafting playing a big role in managing the energy and progression in the full game. I couldn't quite get the hang of the minigame in this particular game. I'm going to keep trying and seeing if there's something I'm missing, but everything I made just came out terribly wrong. So I'll give that a try again. Hopefully you will have better luck than I will, but that was another thing that kind of frustrated me. Speaking of progression in the game, it does allow you to switch between normal mode and a relaxed mode. I did switch to that relaxed mode, but honestly it still felt pretty tough. I didn't really notice a difference. So I'm curious to see if that is how it will be upon the full release of the game, or if maybe that was just something that wasn't working in the demo. One thing I absolutely love about Grimoire Groves is the art style. This bright, whimsical color and the magical atmosphere make it so visually stunning and is really what pulled me into this game. Even though it's a roguelite, it definitely leans into the cozy aesthetics with its plant-based gameplay rather than combat-heavy mechanics. The demo definitely left me wanting more. I'm eager to discover the new plants, unlock more spells, and meet additional characters. Plus, I still need to figure out what the Backpackinator and that Shortles thing does. So many mysteries left to uncover, including the big one they talk about, which is uncovering the mystery of the rainbow socks. If you're into roguelites and cozy games, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. So, what are your thoughts? Are you adding Grimoire Groves to your wishlist? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy game content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.